All right, let's go ahead and take a look at my Mega Live settings. Then what I like to do before I do any updates is go through and look at the settings for pretty much all of the other screens that I have. So this is something that you guys might want to take note of and start doing that yourself, as far as if you want to go in and take a picture before you do your updates and change these settings, because you will have to restore to defaults, and a lot of these settings will change and you will have to come back and update those. So instead of trying to remember everything that you have changed, if you document that ahead of time, then it will be easy for you to just go right back in and make those changes. All right, so here we go. Let's take a look at the menu, and these are the current settings that I have for my live settings. All right, and after I do the update, I may go back and try to change and play around with some of these color palettes a little more often. I do normally leave that on 3, but maybe there will be something that works a little bit better once we start adjusting these settings, guys. All right, so now let's go ahead and exit out of there. Hit the menu button twice, and now we will go through each one of these, and let's just start with the sonar. Let's go to sonar over here, and now let's just take a look at the settings that I have for each one of these. And just go through all of those until it goes back up to the top again. And again, this is just so we can document how the settings were prior to the update. All right, waypoint settings. All right. If you guys didn't see that casting rings video, you guys need to take a look at that. Some great information. Just search MoneyBass casting rings and that video should come right up for you. All right, there we go. So that's all the settings under nav. Go over here to the next one under chart. Just scrolling down, just seeing what everything is currently set at. So if I'm having any issues, I can always go back and set everything up the way that it was prior to doing this update. I know sometimes some of these steps can be a little tedious. A lot of people skip some of these things, but if you skip them and start running into issues, you'll wish that you had documented some of this information. All right, there we go. Then setup. User mode, I always want to make sure that is on custom. All right, that's all the settings under there. Let's see what's next. Data sources. And I will actually do a video specifically on how I set all of these up. You see how I have a majority of these are hidden, and there's a reason for that. So I'll do a separate video for that for you guys. All right, accessories, and then network. So under network, you can come in here and take a look at that just to see how everything is networked together. 360 live. All right, there we go. So that is all the settings. Now I will get into doing the update. All right, so I am getting started with everything turned off, guys. This is really the beginning of the process for me. So I will turn on my network, will turn the power on so it will connect everything that needs to be connected on the network. I will come up here and turn this one unit on, because that is the only unit that I will be running the updates on. I'm going to update this unit from 2.75 to 2.76, and I will also update the Mega Live transducer from 1.170 to 1.20. And in order to do that, guys, make sure you guys only run the 1.20 update one time through one unit. You do not have to run that for each unit on your boat. And actually, not that you do not have to, do not do it that way. You only run the 1.2 update one time, because you are updating the actual transducer and not the graph. All right, the other thing, let me go ahead and turn on my Mega Live transducer. That button right there that I installed to turn the transducer from my Mega Live on and off, the link for that is in the description, guys. If any of you guys do not have a separate power switch and that's something that you're interested in, I have that down there. If there are any discounts available with that, that will be located in the description also. System status window. So that will show you right there the current software version is 2.75. On my base map is 1.031. And let's see if there's any other information on there. But really, the main thing that we're looking at is you want to see that software version that you have on that graph. As you will see in the instructions, it says to use the latest software version for your unit, which is 2.76 for me. I do not know if it will make a big difference whether it is on 2.75 or 2.76, but I always like to follow the instructions to avoid having to come back and explain why I did not do something that the instructions say. All right, so there we go. We have that on 2.75. So from here, I am going to go ahead and complete the update on the system first. I will not put this on this video clip because I already have a separate video showing how to complete your updates. I will link that video down in the description. Also, if you want information on how to update from 2.75 to 2.76. And I will be right back once I get started on updating the Mega Live transducer. The Mega Live update from 1.170 to 1.20 is a quick and easy step. All you do is boot your system up, go to the system status tab, and ensure that you are on the most current software version for the unit that you have. This is a Helix G4N side imaging unit, so that is 2.76. Then I will go to the accessory test. Window, and I will see that my current version is 1.170. Once I confirm that, along with the 2.76 being the most recent software version, all I do is take my SD card that I have previously downloaded the 1.20 version on. I just go ahead and put that in there and just follow these prompts. Just give it a second for it to recognize it. Upload nav data. I want to choose no for that. And the next option will be update Mega Live software version from version 1.170 to 1.200. While the software is updating, there will be a momentary disruption in the Mega Live sonar. Once the sonar returns, the software update will be complete. Until then, please do not disconnect power to the transducer. All right, so we will hit yes on this. So hit the right arrow key. Abort. We do not want to abort. We want to go ahead and run the update. And there we go, guys. Updating accessory. While the software is updating, there will be a momentary disruption in the Mega Live sonar. Once the sonar returns, the sonar update will be complete. Until then, please do not disconnect or power off the transducer. So for me, I like to ensure that my batteries are fully charged, and I do this at home just to ensure everything is fine. So it says this process may take up to 8 minutes, and you see the counter there. So all we will do is just watch this counter, and I will probably speed up the process a little bit so we don't have to wait through this entire thing. All right, there you go, 1.200. Let's go ahead and head back to the full screen and follow that same track and see how it looks with the new update. Let's just see if it makes a difference as far as the view and the clarity or anything. Let's take a look at those settings. I put all of the settings back to where they were prior to me doing this update. All right, so we're heading right back on the same course.